Welcome to Live with Jose TV, conversations with Special Olympic athletes. My name's Jose, and I am the host of Live with Jose TV in partnership with Special Chronicles. And my guest today is Eric. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I am doing well, Jose.
Well, thank you for coming on. This is actually episode 2 of Live with Jose TV, conversations with Special Olympic athletes. So I have a couple questions for you today.
Okay.
Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
My name is Eric Baumann, and I am a Special Olympics athlete from Region K, and I live in Baumann, Illinois, which is down south.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your family?
Well, my family, I have a mom and a brother, and I have, and my brother's married, and my mom works at a company out of SART. She's the CEO of SART, which is a place for people with intellectual disability to work, like a rehab agency. And my brother's in the military, and he goes around the world for the military.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever been on the base of a military base before?
Yeah, I have been on a couple military bases.
Okay. Can you tell us which one was your favorite one?
Well, they're all unique and different. I'd say my favorite one is probably the one in London.
London. Wow. Can you tell us what was that experience flying to that base out in London?
Excuse me, the base that London ain't really base; it's more of an embassy. But it was just fun just seeing the bases, and the bases are really neat, and they're like their own little city within a city.
That's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit, where were you born?
I was born in Paducah, Kentucky, which is 30 minutes south of Baumann, Illinois.
And where do you currently live right now?
I currently live in Baumann, Illinois. I live in an apartment on my own.
Wow, that's awesome. That's something I want to do in the near future, live in an apartment on my own.
It's pretty neat, but you have to get used to it and stuff like that.
Can you tell us, how did you get started with Special Olympics, and how did you first get involved as a Special Olympic athlete?
I got started in Special Olympics in 1995 because my mom said I could not. She was going to have me. I could not play t-ball with the other athletes, so she signed me up for Special Olympics, and then I started doing sports. And then on top of that, athlete. And then I became an athlete leader because I wanted to stand up for people with intellectual disabilities and help them learn the ropes and just be successful like I was.
Take us back to the first moment that you first became an athlete in 1995, I believe.
I was doing the tennis balls though, and I got my first medal at Summer Games, and I thought it was the coolest things in the world. And then I knew that Special Olympics would probably be my lifelong journey, and here I am today, still doing it.
Nice. Okay, can you tell us the first time that you got elected to the Special Olympics Board of Directors?
The first time I got accepted was in 2006, I believe, and it was quite an experience learning the board, and it was really cool.
Can you tell us, why did you want to become an athlete leader?
I wanted to become an athlete leader because I wanted to stand up for people with intellectual disabilities, and also to teach them how they can do things if they put their mind to it.
Can you take us back 2 years ago when it was the 50th anniversary, and what roles did you have?
The 50th anniversary was I'm not it's the 50th anniversary. It was 2 years ago, and it was in Chicago. And before that, I was on the board, and I just got off for the first. I was off for the first year, and they asked me to serve on the 50th anniversary executive committee. And then that next year of 2018, gearing up for it, I was helping plan it and help executing it, and just learn who I was and learned a little bit about myself, and learned to be a better leader.
So currently, what sports do you play?
Well, currently, I do flag football, bocce, basketball, snowshoeing, softball, swimming, sometimes gymnastics. I can't really do powerlifting. So.
Can you also tell our fans out there let me rephrase this. How does it feel to become an athlete leader where you can do speeches across the state of Illinois? And have you met any famous people along the way?
I have met some famous people on the way and locally, and I've been on TV, and just give it your all, do your best. At first you may not succeed, but try again, and you will get there. It just takes time. It took time for me too. So.
Okay. So what's your current position right now as an AIC member or an Athlete Input Council member?
All right. On the AIC, I'm pretty much a co-chair. I help with Daniel with chairing the events and make sure they run smoothly.
Okay. Let me see. Just going off my little list here.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Since
this is Conversations with Special Olympic Athletes.
Yeah, I would just say, Jose, how long have you done Special Olympics?
Well, I've done Special Olympics. I started in 2009, but I actually did Special Olympics in California for a little bit when I was smaller.
And what sports do you like to do?
The sport that I used to like to do is basketball, volleyball, floor hockey. I've done a little bit of golf. Currently, I play bocce ball, and I am also I like playing bowling. And my bocce partner is actually my brother. He's my unified partner.
Well, that's cool. That's all I really have.
So, what impact did you have, or what impact did you leave as a board member, or what did you take out of that when you were a Special Olympics board member?
I just learned to be a better leader, and I learned to. Sometimes it ain't always about me. It's against other athletes, helping the other athletes. Got success like some of us have gotten through Special Olympics.
And do you have anything else to say to our fans out there before we?
I would just say that I've also served, or I was an athlete in World Games in Ireland in 2003.
How was being an athlete in Ireland in 2003? How was that experience?
It was good, but it was good, but it was hard for me at the time because I was just getting ready to live out on my own, and I had to adjust while I'm over there and just learn the culture and learn that it rains almost every day there and it's green.
How many athletes were there from the United States? Do you remember?
I really don't remember, but I know that there were probably maybe 300. There were 3 main hubs from Illinois that went out there. I think it was one from Orlando, one from Chicago or Indianapolis, and then one over on the West Coast in California somewhere.
That's cool. What sport did you qualify for at the World Games?
I did track and field, and I got a silver medal in the Sandy long jump and a 7th place ribbon in the 100-meter dash over there.
Oh, wow. That's really, really good. Do you have, besides that, do you have any final thoughts on being on Live with Jose, conversation with Special Olympics athletes today?
It was really good to talk to you again. It's really cool that we can have athletes talk to other athletes on video chats and just learning about everyone else, and that's about it.
Yeah. Are you going to the bingo night tonight?
Yeah, I am going to the bingo tonight.
So for all those fans out there, Special Olympics hosts an athlete lounge on Zoom almost every Wednesday, I believe. And today they have bingo night, and you get to wear your pajamas. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a fun tonight's actually a fun night, and we're just learning how to play bingo and just listen and stuff like that.
And any athletes from any state can actually join if they want to play bingo. The link will be below in our chat links. So for tonight, if you still want to sign up and join.
And I also wanted to say one more thing, Jose.
Sure.
Yeah. Recently that they started doing flag football. And flag football, I've traveled to like Florida and Nebraska playing flag football tournaments as well.
That's cool. Do you think Special Olympics Illinois is going to get a slot for Orlando for the national games for flag football?
Yeah, I hope they do, but we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah, me too. I hope they do too, because I think flag football is a big sport here in Illinois.
It's growing like leaps and bounds, but of course, right now, it's a little.
I have a question for you. Since you like flag football and you like football in general, what's your favorite team?
My favorite team used to be Dallas, but it's now Chicago Bears.
Okay.
I used to like Dallas, and it used to be St. Louis because it was closer, but Chicago is probably closer than a lot of places.
You probably went to a lot of St. Louis games when you were when St. Louis had a team, correct?
There were a couple, but I don't think we went to all that many. But I do like the Cardinals, so we've gone to them a lot too. So
did you ever go to the old stadium, the Busch Stadium, the first? Yeah, Busch Stadium?
I've been there quite a bit.
That's cool. Yeah, I went to St. Louis when I was in high school for band, and I went to the old Busch Stadium because my band director, he was a big fan of the Cardinals, so he took us there for a tour. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Let me see. What else do you have?
I know that I have. I'm trying to think what else would be cool. Do you want me? I mean, athletes. I was gonna say this. Athletes can live on their own. They can succeed if they really want to and try, because it ain't all that hard to live on your own.
That's true. I would say that any athlete can live on their own, or any person with special needs can live on their own. They might need assistance, like paying their bills, for example, or going grocery shopping and picking out their food and everything like that.
Yeah.
But there's always assistance out there. If you just look on the internet, there's agencies that will help you out.
Yeah. And
I know one person that you met and you took a picture with. That was our ex-mayor of Chicago, Rob Emanuel.
Mayor Emanuel. I think he was down to earth and nice.
Yeah. Did you like that?
Yeah.
And you also met our ex-governor, Governor Rauner.
Oh, I didn't. He was there, but I didn't really meet him all that much. I've seen him. I had a picture with him, but I didn't really get to meet him. Well, let me rephrase that. A couple of years ago, I was selling ducks at the Duck Derby, and I got to sell a duck to Governor Rauner.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And also, I wanted to mention that we have a Duck Derby virtually down here, I think, that they're doing.
Sure. You were the ambassador the first year, correct?
I was never the ambassador, but it was I was never the ambassador, but I served on that committee and just helped plan it and stuff like that for the Duck Derby.
I think the first ambassador was John, right?
I think so. It was John, or yeah, it's probably.
It's pretty cool how down in Southern Illinois they have an option to get on the chopper and have the chopper come down and bring them down.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so I think it's duckrace.com/thecoin. I think that's the website.
And do you do it like over here in the northern region where they throw it out in the lake, or is it just a small little like pond?
It's a small little lake. It's not like Chicago River or anything, but they suited across the lake down here.
That's pretty cool.
With pumps, and it goes across and stuff like that.
Right. Well, thank you for being on Conversations with Special Olympic Athletes, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime, Eric.
I appreciate that, Jose.
Well, thank you, and have a wonderful day today.
Thank you.